Terrific. Thanks, everyone. Appreciate the time today. I'm from Social Explorer, which is a market leading, we are a leader in data visualization and data acquisitions. We have been in business for over 15 years and have over 450 academic libraries as customers. So we offer our clients a suite of online tools and data that allows users to visually explore millions of data points across demography, economy, health, crime, social problems, elections, and more. Users can visualize and interact with the data, download reports for offline processing. And over the past 4 years, we've added teach and learn content that supports OER and zero text cost options for undergraduate education. Our goal today is to set up trials for the fall semester for institutions that are part of WiLS. Set up a free trial. We can start now and run through December. So let me show you what our product looks like. So this is it when you log in. When you log in, you'd have your school name here. You'd be able to, the students and faculty can log into Social Explorer through Easy Proxy, through domain verification, and through IP verification within the library. So it's easy to use it on campus and off campus. We've developed a LibGuide for libraries to show people how to use the product. It's developed by discipline: sociology, criminal justice, psychology, political science, public health, business, environmental science. It shows students how to log in. It shows students where training or for faculty as well, where training tools are available. And so we have a very detailed LibGuide. And if you go to the shared SpringShare site, you can find it and integrate our LibGuide into your own LibGuides on campus. Let me show you the product. First of all, we have a data dictionary that shows you what data we have in our system. So we have all the ACS data, going back to the first ACS, the American Community Survey, which used to be the old long form for the census. We have all types of census data, business formation data, health data. We have census data going back to 1790 up to the current census. We have voting data. So everything that we have in our system can be found right here under Data Dictionary. And let me show you how the product works. So from the home page, we have some pre-built maps, U.S. decennial census data, looking at the current data for 2000 into 2010 on the same geography. We have COVID data, voting data, election data. All of these are pre-built maps where you can go directly to this content. Most people log in through Explore. And once you're here at Explore, you can see the types of data that we have. So if I go to change data, I'm looking at the year 2020. These are all the data sets that we have for 2020. Age, sex, race, income. What I'm looking at right here is a population density map. If I zoom in, I'll tell you what, I'll zoom in right into Madison by typing Madison, going right to Madison, Wisconsin. And here I am at a population density map of Madison, Wisconsin. You can see how fast it rendered. And we're at the block group level, looking at population density. If I wanted to, I could then go in and do a comparison, say a side-by-side map. Here on the left, I have population density. Here on the right, maybe I'll change the data and look at race. And I'll look at African Americans. And so now I see a comparison at the block group level. On the left, I have a map with population density. On the right, I have a map showing a percentage of those census tracts that are African American. And so this can be used in a variety of courses to show real data sets to students, and students can build out activities using this as well, or faculty can use this for research. So I'm going to go back to this view. One of the things that we've done over the last 4 years is build out activities that students and faculty can use either to get an idea of how to use the product or to integrate them into their courses. So if I go to lecture launchers and I go to political science, American government, here's an activity that we built using Social Explorer. And these are the types of activities that students can build. This one looks at the 2020 presidential election and a focus on Democratic turnout. So if I start this activity, here I'm looking, I have a little bit of content. On the left is the 2016 Democratic vote. On the right is the 2020 Democratic vote. And then there's a little discussion about it. Now I'm looking at the Republican vote. And if I was a student, I could zoom in. If I wanted to, I could look at Madison and see as a percentage of the vote, it was 23% of the vote in Dane County in 2016, and it was only 22.8%. So it was slightly less in 2020. But now I can look at specific areas of the upper Midwest. Here I'm looking at Dane County. Again, Democratic vote was 70% in 2016, but it was 25% in 2020. And then there are some questions here that were built. What do you think led to the increased voter turnout? What do you think led to an increased Democratic support? Now I'm looking at Philadelphia area. I'm looking at Pittsburgh. I'm looking at the Atlanta suburbs. And again, I can zoom in and out. And these are the types of activities that students can build themselves or faculty can build and share with students. So if I go back to Social Explorer, I can look at data going back to 1790. If I click 1790, it shows the data sets that are available. I can go back to 1970. It shows me the data sets that are available. So I can do comparisons over time. If I wanted to look at income, say, people making less than $75,000 a year. And again, I want to zoom in and look at the state of Wisconsin. I can now zoom in and I can look at, here I'm looking at the block group level, households that make less than $75,000 a year. If I wanted to, I can also look at change over time easily. I click 5 years, change over time. And now I'm looking at the change between those variables over a period of time. And so students are able to use teach and learn modules and get an understanding of data and how it works. They can build their own activities. They can do their own research. We have, if you look at, we're looking at 2020. These are all the variables that we have. We want to look at married couples, income below the poverty line with related children. We can click in. We can start to see that down at the census tract level. I'm looking at Milwaukee County. You start to see where there are census tracts where people are living below the poverty level. Also, you're able to download all of this data as well. So if I wanted to, I can go in here. I can click state. I can go to Wisconsin. I can search tables. I want to look at race, 18 years and older. And I can create a report for the state. And these can be downloaded into any other system through Excel, CSV file, Stata. The last thing I want to show you is you can look at demographic profiles. If I go in here and I type in a town, Madison, Wisconsin metro area, it will give me a demographic profile on the fly for Madison, Wisconsin. Median age, sex, race, ethnicity, foreign born, all of this information, education, economics, household, housing. So this is a tool that social scientists, social science students can use in the classroom. Once the library purchases the product, it's free to all students. And one last thing I'll show you is anything that you build in here. So I'm just going to go back to this presidential election teach and learn module that I showed you. Anything here can be added with this link or embedded with this link into an LMS. So you faculty can put these into their learning management systems, or they can be emailed. But anyone with this link can view what was built, even if they don't have an account. So with that, I'll turn it back over to Jeff. And Jeff, are there any questions?
Thank you, Jeff. I don't see any questions in our chat system, but we will certainly refer folks over to you, or I'll come to you if we've got questions or additional follow-up from our members.
That's terrific. Well, thank you very much for having us. It's much appreciated.
Thank you for joining us, Jeff. It's always a pleasure.
I'll talk to you soon.
Yeah, you too. Have a good rest of the day.